They still are mostly Christian statistically.
Nah.
Yeah, but
Well, they're identifying.
actually,
Well, to Flo's point, they identify as Christians. I don't know that they're Christians,
Well,
but they do
based-
claim to be Christians.
Well, based, I claim to be a Chinese jet pilot. Does that make it true?
So how do you
Exactly to
determine
my
who's a
point.
Christian and who's not?
the
Exactly.
Constitution was based on common law, the scriptures. That's what made
The
America great.
scriptures aren't common law.
Common
What?
law means
Was derived
was
from scripture.
derived from the
No, it
scriptures.
wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It 100% was.
How so?
We
With
are
reason and evidence,
created
I can say it
equal.
was.
Common law, you're talking about the do no harm stuff, right? The do no harm stuff. So how
no,
does
man.
the 10 Commandments have, like 7 of those commandments have nothing to do with doing harm? Like
The
7
ones
of them.
that do
Right.
have something to do.
Okay,
with
so we've got like a 60% hit rate.
The first 10
There's more
amendments
to law than
were
just harm.
the first 10 amendments were Christians demanding rights given to us by God. They demanded those. They were going to keep them out, but the Christians, the first 10 amendments. Yeah. Flo, you don't
No,
know.
I mean you're just full of
Just
okay.
talking
This
shit.
may
You're
be
just
true
talking shit.
because
Don't
most
know
people
is-
were Christian,
just
but
making
it has
crap
nothing
up.
to do with Christianity. It's not because they were Christian. It's they also happen to be Christian.
They happen. So you think it's more happenstance, which I don't really disagree with, to be real here.
So
yeah,
think
you
it was
don't
just
have
luck,
to
based?
be a Christian to want free speech.
That's true, but I'm
Right.
telling you, our culture originated from the Pilgrims were Christians, and our government is not what makes a country strong. It's the people.
I agree with that.
The people were Christians. They didn't need to be governed because they governed themselves because they had the scriptures, and the scriptures told them what to do, and that's what
You
made America
understand that
great.
Christianity is still the world's largest religion. It has been for at least 1,000 years.
Yeah,
barely
it's-
beating out Islam.
but they're not following the scriptures like they used to. They're pretending that it's like the church today is like apostate. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about mostly.
Thank God we've got you 3 here to set everybody straight on that.
Ain't nobody got a shackle around your hands or neck.
No, there is no shackles here.
I wish there was one around your mouth, though. Right now.
I can
But
convert.
there's not. There's not though.
But there's not.
I know. You get really antsy and uncomfortable when anybody
I know,
challenges
I do.
your
When you
weak
come in
belief
without
system.
empirical reason, evidence, or data.
The reason that you
queef about
can't
all kinds of reason, evidence, or
tolerate
data.
any challenge to your religion is because your faith is
You
weak
lack
because it doesn't make
empirical
sense.
reason, evidence, and data.
All right. Do you want me to explain to you how morals work?
Yeah, explain it to me, buddy.
Okay.
Come on.
Morals are
Make sure you do it like I'm a Labrador Retriever or a 5-year-old kid.
I'm doing it like you're a 5-year-old kid. I wouldn't talk to a dog.
Do it like that. Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
talk to a dog like that. Okay.
And don't
I'll talk to
conflate
you
it
like
with
your father.
ethics. Don't conflate it with ethics. Go ahead. Define
They're the
morality.
same thing.
They're the same thing.
They are the same thing. I've had this discussion with iFi, and he couldn't demonstrate any actual difference between the two of them.
Well,
Christianity is not is
I can
is
draw
also
pictures if you want.
Will it demonstrate the difference? 'Cause
reasonable
last time you
and
couldn't.
logical.
Okay, there is logic behind morals. It's not just willy-nilly, you can't eat shellfish now. The logic is these are the rules for society. In order for a society to be strong, you have to be able to trust that, say, based isn't going to steal my shit, and genetically specific or generally specific is operating in good faith, right? Otherwise, you have a weak society.
Right.
So something is immoral if it violates that social contract.
Right. And not to tangent too much, but do you think, well, to any of you, do you think that we have a lot of laws in the law books right now that have nothing to do with that point that Flo just made that I do agree with? But the point is, a lot of victimless crimes, so to speak, being, you end up in prison over some bullshit, essentially. Right? We've gotten far removed from the 10 Commandments. It's turned into, did you file your taxes on time? Did you not cross the street, jaywalk? Just different shit that really has
Are your
nothing to do
tags
with
expired? What are you smoking? You know,
right. Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah,
taxation theft anyway?
those are not
Doesn't
in
that violate
the
the Ten
original.
Commandments?
Yeah. Those are not in the original Constitution, and we've gone far away from the Constitution.
we're a lot different country than we were when the Constitution was drafted. We're
Yes,
way bigger.
people
It's
were
just not the same country at
self-governed.
all.
People were self-governed. Small government was the norm. That's where you get 10%. The government should get no more than 10% taxes.
You're not getting that from the Constitution.
That's from the Bible. Tithing.
So Flo and Base, can you propose some objective morality for us to consider and see if we all agree?
Yeah,
What
don't
do you-
don't fuck your neighbor's wife.
What if she's really hot?
Then it might be more tempting and it may require more discipline, but you know that you still should not do it.
What if she agreed with me to divorce her husband and take half his money, and then she can share it with me? So that's win-win for me. She's hot, and I get
then
lots
that
of
will
Why are you
probably
asking
happen
these-
to you as well.
Why are you asking this stupid question? Obviously, that conflicts with both moralities on the table.
Whose morality, Flo? Yours or mine?
Both of them. What you're asking about conflicts with every morality. With all five of us would agree that that's immoral.
Does
based on our
everyone in
system.
the room agree that that Flo's morality is more important than my morality?
What?
I don't
I'm
even
saying
know
that your
what-
and my morality agree on this situation.
I don't agree with shit that you've said so far. What I can speak for
Okay,
myself.
is it immoral in your situation? Is it moral to fuck your neighbor's wife?
Sure, if she's hot and she can take half her husband's money, why not?
God gave every man a conscience. He
There
also
is
gave
no God,
every
Rocky.
man
There
a
is no
conscience.
God. There is no God, Rocky.
Okay,
Ultimate
this is a straw
contrarian.
man. This is a straw man. This is a straw man. You don't
Oh,
need
I'm
God
sorry,
to have
Flo.
morals.
Which God are we appealing to? Which God is correct?
We're not appealing to God because we understand how morals function.
Who's this we shit? I don't know.
Well, me and Based apparently.
Okay, Base, can you tell me a reason why I shouldn't fuck my hot neighbor's wife?
Oh, okay. So because you wouldn't want it done to you.
Sure, I would. My wife's a bitch. Fuck her. So you
Oh
can
my
fuck her
God.
too if you want to.
Yeah, but right now you're talking in bad faith. You're not being genuine.
No,
You don't believe that.
Oh my goodness, Base. Is there no man on planet Earth right now that completely hates his wife and wants that bitch to die?
Oh,
Have you
okay,
never
I don't
met
think
this
that
man ever in
getting
actuality?
shafted is the same as dying.
Well, is this a theoretical based? Is this like something, an imagination you can't have?
Is it an imagination?
You're really
I can't
trying to
have?
make this work, and it's not working.
It's
Your
called
example
reality
sucks.
flow. Either base
It's-
can accept it or not.
It's not
That's the
reality.
problem.
It's called you're desperate to need God.
Okay, Flo, there's never been a single man since the beginning of time on
No,
Earth.
there
who's
has
ever
been.
hated
It
his
doesn't
wife.
matter to your point. Whatever point you're trying to make isn't getting made. 'Cause
That's
it's a
my
bad
point.
example.
See, you have no argument. It's your morality versus mine. It's our feelings. We're having a battle
No,
of feelings.
it-
You don't have to be a Christian to be moral. You can be moral because you have a conscience.
According to who, Rocky? What's a conscience? I'm aware
Oh,
of what's going
yeah.
on around me.
You stupid ass.
I
Get up.
fight. If I don't believe in your God, it doesn't matter if you tell me God told you something. I don't believe you.
I'm not going to try and convince you that
Yes,
the
you
reason
are.
why you should accept my God's moral code is
That's
because
all you
God
ever
told
talk
me.
about.
That's because if you are open to that discussion, we can talk about it. I'm not saying right
I'm not.
now.
I think you're a dishonest, bad faith interactor.
Follow
What?
along, bro. I'm gonna go real slow. I'm not
I
saying
get
right.
what you're doing.
Right now, I'm not going to tell you, Flo, the reason why you should agree with me today is because my God said so. I have always argued to you that I can make the secular argument if you want to approach it that way, which is what I'm doing with Based right now. I've always told Based, even though he knows I'm a Christian and he knows that I think he sounds like a Christian, I never talk to him about what the Christian God tells us to do. I tell Based that from his perspective, I understand he's trying to approach it from the secular point of view. He's trying to use logic and reason to compel us to this objective good standard that he feels like it exists in the world, and he thinks that all good humans automatically.
No.
agree
I
with the
don't
same
feel.
thing.
I know.
Yeah.
See, Flo, he knows.
Yeah, I know, but you're
objectively
suggesting logic and reason is a bad way to determine these things.
Okay, now use Flo. Can I find a logical and reasonable reason why we can do evil shit?
You're not doing it so far.
Okay, my child is starving, and my neighbor has lots of food. Is it logical for me to steal from him to feed my child so that he doesn't die? And my neighbor's got like way too much food. He's got food coming out of his ass, so he doesn't even need all the food.
It is absolutely moral for you to steal food from your neighbor to feed your starving child.
There you go, Base. See? There you go.
And
there's logic
you think that letting your child starve to death is the moral thing, and you wonder why religion is fucked off?
Do you see now, Base? Do you see now how easy it is to defeat subjective feelings with logic
Hold
and
on.
reason?
If I say this word, tell me that it's moral to let your child starve to death.
It is moral to not steal from your neighbor.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
And if you feel like the only way your child could have survived was by stealing from the neighbor, that's your dumb fault, not God's fault.
No. In this paradigm, the paradigm that you set up, this is the only option to save your child.
Okay,
hold on.
Option.
You have a moral obligation to your child to keep them alive that far supersedes your moral obligation to your neighbor to not take a cabbage. Your morals are destroyed. You have terrible morals, and it's because of religion that you don't understand them.
Okay, Flo. Now let's make it a little harder for you since you're so confident in your answers. What if?
Why would I prove something to anybody who who's going to let their child starve?
I'm going to see how far your logic can take you. Let's see how far it will take you.
You just let your child starve.
Hold on, I haven't asked you the hard question yet. You're not ready for it. Just wait. Okay, so now my starving child, and this is the only choice, Flo. The only choice on earth is my starving child needs food, and I have to steal from my neighbor in order to feed my child, but stealing from my neighbor causes him to starve to death. Is it okay if I steal? Is it moral for me to steal his food now? Well,
have you ever thought about just asking for it? Be like, hey.
No, fuck you. Get off. It's the trolley question. Just let him answer. Go ahead, Flo.
So the only option is one of these people has to die, and I have to choose who it is.
Yes. So who is it,
then
Flo? What's the moral decision?
Okay, I choose my child.
There you go, Base. See, Base? Do you see how easily we can just walk our way right into everything, the most vile, horrible shit you can imagine? All you gotta do is take
the most vile, horrible shit is to let your child starve to death.
You just killed your neighbor so that
you
your
killed
child
your
can
kid.
live.
You killed your kid, and you don't understand how that's worse.
Not only did you kill your neighbor, you stole from him first, and then let him die.
Bro, if you were my neighbor, I'd kill you for free. No children.
There you go, Bay. See what happens when you follow these subjective retards that have no morals, but only ethics.
He does have morals. He's expressing to.
It's more. Ethics, hold on, I5. You're so confused.
No,
You think that you should let your kid die?
If that's the only choice I have, is if I failed as a parent to provide food for him, that's on my head.
I will answer to God.
Yeah. I will answer to God for failing my duty, my role. But God
Why is your obligation?
But God can't say I'm being punished for theft and murder because I didn't steal from anyone or kill them. All I did was fail to grow crops or whatever.
Why do you have more of a loyalty to your neighbor than to your child?
I have a number one loyalty to God,
which is exactly the issue. Your morals are confused. It's fucked up. Look, your real life relationships are fucked because of your imaginary friend.
I can see how it appears that way to you, Flo, because you're approaching this from
let's look at what the Bible
says. Secular point of view.
Let's look at what the Bible says.
Reason,
okay.
Hold on.
It says a good man leaves an inheritance for his grandchild. That's what the Bible says. So a good man will leave an inheritance for his grandchild, not just his child, but enough wealth for his grandchild to help.
Yeah, you should
if you're
just
not a good man,
ask your neighbor for some help. Charity is not
Sure.
unbiblical. You would
Hey,
go
Rocky,
ask your
Rocky,
neighbor.
what if you asked him and he said, "No, I only have enough food to feed myself. Sorry, bud. Good
Well,
luck."
then you could go to the church.
There's
and-
no church. It's a trolley
Well,
problem.
this
dude.
is a
Stop fucking it up.
completely hypothetical bullshit reality.
Okay, dude. You can say that hypotheticals aren't fair in logical discussions. That's fine. That's your take, dude. Some of us have the
Rocky,
capability.
Rocky and MC, what do you think is the moral decision there regarding the kid? You know, would you steal from the neighbor to save your kid?
The neighbor has no choice if they want to obey the law, the natural law of humanity.
I know,
They
but
must work with the community.
But the question is set up intentionally to have the two options.
Well, I'm just telling you what the reality of life is in general.
But I didn't ask about the reality of life. I asked about that paradigm.
You can't pose a question.
Okay, you know
must
what?
be in the realm of reality. It cannot break.
Rocky, do you want to try to be the first honest Christian I've encountered tonight?
Hey, what am I?
What would I do if
What up, Chuck?
I lived in a world where there's no God and I had to decide whether to
You can have God or not, it doesn't matter.
Well, it's
No,
like this,
that would
people.
be a
Live
world
in
with no
reality and live in reality instead of make-believe, made-up hypothetical situations. I've had people, when I lived up north, their kids were hungry. They came to my house and they asked if was there anything they could do, and they want to pay them food, not in money. I found something for them to do so that they could earn that and feel like a real person.
That's good.
You get all these discussions and hypothetical and what if. You know, what if my aunt had balls? Would she be my uncle?
I like that.
I mean, come on. You people argue about hypothetical
I don't care what Jack
bullshit
Telcott says
that
about you,
leads
Chuck. I like it.
nowhere.
You're right.
I don't
but the
care if
point was,
Jack Telcott and what he thinks about you, what he said. I think you're a good guy, Chuck.
the original point was that you don't need religion to have morals.
Yeah.
You do.
No,
you
definitely
don't.
not. Flow
No,
State, you
let me
know as well as
rephrase
I do,
that. Let me rephrase
morals
that.
are objective.
The
Wait a minute,
Bible
Flow
don't
State,
claim
come on here.
that. The
Morals
Bible
are
doesn't
Bible.
claim that.
The Bible is not a religion. The Quran is not a religion. In
So
my
you think
viewpoint.
nobody had morals before the Bible?
Think about it. What did the pirates do?
How
Pirates
the fuck
stole-
did Jesus manage?
He got killed.
Everyone has a
But I mean,
conscience.
did he have morals? How could he must have been confused as fuck about what was right and wrong without the Bible.
In the beginning was the Word was with God.
He
the
had
Word was
he
God.
had the
really had a
knowledge
Bible.
of his father. He had
Okay,
the
he had a
knowledge of
Bible.
his father. No,
No,
he had the
the
knowledge
Bible
of
was
his
written on
father.
What about Abraham?
But don't we all? Isn't the Bible written on our
Yes, we
hearts?
all
if
do.
you're
Exactly.
to believe in
Exactly,
Christianity,
Dio.
for instance?
Chuck, yes, we all do have a moral. We know what right and wrong is, don't we, people?
Nope, no one in this panel knows what it is. We're still trying to figure it
Yeah,
out.
I
I'm
mean-
talking about objective morality. We have to establish that first before we can think of any hypotheticals.
Go ahead and try.
Objective morality. Actions
What
that
is
do
that?
not cause harm is good. Actions that cause harm are bad. There you go.
Everybody
It
knows.
sounds like
Everybody
you have
knows when
our
they're
version of morality.
I mean, it's so
everybody
simple,
knows.
like a 5-year-old or younger can
It's-
understand it.
Only a
Don't
religion
harm
could fuck
people.
that up in people's brains.
Like, don't
everybody
harm
knows
people.
when they're committing something
Don't
wrong.
steal. That's basically
Everybody
it.
has a
Take
conscience.
Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, or take a group of pirates that even to this day exist. They feel that stealing is okay, but amongst them,
I
they
don't
have a
think so.
rule
And
that
they
they
do
don't
it.
steal.
So
Yeah.
Flo,
Okay,
I
someone
happened
commits
I
murder,
happened to catch
not
a piece.
Believe they know they're doing something wrong. The conscience. Everybody has a conscience. Everybody knows when they're doing wrong. You don't have to be a Christian.
They
to
have
know when
morals
you're
within
doing
their
wrong.
society, right? It holds their society that they want to keep strong is the thieves. What's
Yes.
that, babe?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say relating to pirate ships, right? I caught a part of your stream where talking about me taking down a pirate ship.
Did I talk about that?
Oh, I got a question for you, Base, real quick.
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of scuttlebutt, a lot of talk from people traveling panels, and they're arguing about whether you agreed to pay for Glenn's passage to Michigan or Wisconsin or wherever the hell a dipshit is.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever settle that?
Yeah, so luckily Andrew made the point to repeat it no less than 10 times, and not one of those 10 times included me paying for anyone's anything other than the $1,000. So
and take this for a grain of salt. You need a different moderator.
yeah.
I'll moderate.
Well, here's the thing. Glenn is going to be just as fair as he would have been 2 weeks ago. It's just more obvious now that that fair isn't fair.
You can't have the moderator sleeping with the other guy.
They're not sleeping together. They're going hunting, and Rachel's making them sandwiches. You know, it's different than
sandwiches with the M's. I like it.
Nah, but it's all good. Andrew reached out to me today. I'm sure we'll come to some kind of agreement. So
I'll moderate. Just pay me the $1,000.
Well, all you got to do is lie a little bit, Mason. It's okay to lie a little bit.
By the way,
if I just blur the lines of what I think is right and wrong, everything will work out, right?
Yeah, because everybody else is doing it.
It's virtue signaling. If I don't lie, that's virtue signaling.
Oh shit! You're a marked man.
By the way, MC Nemesis, what harm does telling lies do? Does that cause harm?
Well, of course it does.
Really?
Causes harm to the
whenever you pull up to Burger King and ask for a Whopper, you expect to get a sandwich made of beef, but in reality, you're getting mystery. You don't know what's in it.
It's pink.
So whenever
it's
the
pink
fast
sludge.
food worker,
pink slime,
they're lying to you. You order a Whopper, you're not getting a hamburger. You're getting some kind of poison meat sandwich.
It's horse meat
designed to.
I wish it was.
They
horse meat.
put so many chemicals and preservatives in it that it damages the body more than just because beef tallow is just fine for you.
What about lies that make people feel good?
Hold on, pause. We'll get to feelings in a second.
Jesus
but MC,
loves you.
There's two things going on. One is that you're depriving yourself of nutrition, actual nutrition. And the other part, to your point, is that you're now poisoning yourself. So it's kind of a 2-for-1, not in a good way.
Yeah, you're poisoning. Like these people, these fast food workers, if you ever wonder why they have such a miserable life, they sell poison to children and they market it as burgers.
Right.
Parents will go and get their kids literal poison. And then you ask McDonald's what's in your sandwich. I still don't know what's in the goddamn Big Mac. And I'm pissed about it. I know there's like 54 ingredients, but I'd like to see the fucking ingredients list.
It's Soylent Green. It's good for you.
And I'm pissed because I think that they should shut it down. I know people got jobs and stuff.
Has anybody ever gone to the deli counter, no matter where?
Oh, my bad, Dave. I didn't see you back there.
Hi, Dave.
Hi. I'm Dave. I've been back there for a while, buddy.
Have you? How long have you been back there? How long have you been back there?
Good 5 minutes. Since the subjective morality questions.
Okay.
It's off medicine.
Anyway, you pick any deli. I don't care which one. It's that pink slime that Face is talking about. They roll it, they form it, they mix it. It doesn't just show up in those packages off the product. The deli.
Yeah, you think you're going to sell poison food to people and have a good life? You think you're going to sell
poison? Where's the poison?
That hurt people and have a good life? Why do you think? That's why I stay away from fast food.
Yeah, well, hold on, Chuck. Do you mean in McDonald's? Where is the poison?
All the above.
Any of them.
Oh, okay. So
that's why I eat at Arby's, because they have sliced roast beef.
For fine dining.
Your mom has sliced roast beef.
No, even Arby's has chemicals in it.
Shots fired.
That might be true.
Emotional damage.
It's better than your mom's weenie. So
remember, there's excessive gluten in the enriched buns. The buns are white. Real bread is wheat.
I like enriched.
Your mom's buns are white.
Oh my goodness, base! Come on,
but they take out all the nutrition of it.
Holy shit, bro!
It's like high school, man.
Hey, Dave. Would you like to contribute to the universal goodness we all agree upon? All man agrees we all have the same laws written on our heart. Would you agree, Dave?
I agree that if your child's gonna die, you should do absolutely anything in your power to save them.
Oh, good. Then we all agree. All
No.
humans agree, and there is no debate about all this morality.
Wouldn't it be like
I agree?
ironic
Morality
karmic
is
justice?
completely subjective. It's decided
If-
on by society.
Wouldn't there be something just about like I-Fi in his old age, starving to death in a nursing home that his kids abandoned him in?
What?
If your definition of objective morality would be just something that everybody agrees on, then sure. But that's not what is meant when you say objective morality.
Do you think most people, when they're doing something wrong, realize they're doing something and they know it in their conscience that they're doing something wrong?
Don't care.
It depends.
But they know. They still know they're doing something wrong.
They need to know if it's worth it or not. They need to know if it's
care.
worth it or not. There are people that probably do wrong things and don't realize it's wrong, but those are few and far between.
Exactly.
And are the exception, not the rule.
Right.
So we got a good point being brought up in my chat. It's like the beef in Europe has to be 100% beef. It has to be 100% beef or whatever they call beef in Europe. And I've heard this anecdotally, fair enough, be bandied about. Like if a European comes to America for like a month and a half for a holiday or whatever, they eat the same exact diet that they would have eaten. They go to McDonald's, if there was a McDonald's over there, all these different things. They gained about 10 to 15 pounds for a month and a half here, and then they go back within 3 months. They get back down to their normal size. So whatever they're putting in our food here, it's not some like tinfoil hat stuff.
It's poison. It is poison. It's getting away from food.
Hey, GS, can't you have 100% beef that was injected with a bunch of chemicals and hormones? So, like, how's that make it less?
No. You just said injected. How could you inject something into a hull, which would be 100%, and it still retains what it was originally?
Was injected when it was alive.
Yeah, that's a good question there, Based.
Well, the animal, the animal's injected, not the meat.
Okay, so you're saying if the animal is injected and then we take the meat, is it still 100% beef?
If I'm injected with testosterone, am I still not 100% human?
Well, first of all, we know
beef
that
is
ain't
any
true,
meat
Dave.
that comes from a cow.
It depends on what you taste like, Dave.
That's why you should try to eat grass-fed beef or go hunting.
I eat grass.
I heard someone
beef.
here say that morality was objective. I mean, subjective. It's objective.
Subjective. I agree.
Objective.
He's subjectively agreeing with your objectivity.
It's
I think,
wabbit season.
Exactly.
Okay, morality is objective.
Wabbit season.
So I disagree.
Not
What do you mean it's not up for debate?
Not. It's
well,
not
I've had kangaroo.
It literally changes.
God
It changes in different
morality.
cultures. What do you mean?
Guys,
actions that cause harm
we got
is always wrong. Any action that causes harm to another human being, not an animal, not anything, but a human being.
Is self-defense wrong?
Human beings are completely different than animals.
Is self-defense wrong? You're causing harm to another human being, but you're
so what I'm trying to tell you right now is that objective good is actions which do not cause harm. Objective evil is actions which do cause harm.
I disagree
That's
with your
objective.
I'm telling you that there are ways to do harm in a morally positive
Initiate
way.
harm. Initiate harm.
Initiate, yes, initiate.
Based on
Initiate
what percent of
violence
you.
is the definition of evil.
Yes, I agree. Free.
If you're initiating harm
oracle.
to prevent future harm to someone else, is that not?
What do you mean future harm? You cannot predict the future. That doesn't exist. You have to live in reality.
So
okay,
the
only thing
hold on. Let me explain it to you. I'm going to explain it to you real quick. I'm going to explain it to you real quick, MT. Stop topping so I can answer your question.
You cannot live in the future.
You don't get to ask a question and then just keep prattling on and not get an answer.
Tell me about the big bad
That's what he does.
I'll wait till you're done and then I'll give you the answer.
And that does not give you a right to shoot.
Why are you
for crossing an
filibustering?
imaginary line that doesn't exist?
Because he knows I'm going to answer and he's going to look like a retard.
Too late.
Go.
You're good, Dave. Go for it.
All right. So if I'm holding a gun to your head, do you have the right to shoot me to prevent me from shooting you?
Yeah.
Or is that morally bad?
Because if you hold a gun to my head,
I haven't done you harm.
It's called coercion.
That's future
coercion
harm.
is a 7 deadly sin. Coercion is
No, it's
the
not.
threat of violence.
It's not
That
one of
means
the
Coercion is not one of the seven
that-
deadly
I mean, it's
sins.
If
not
you don't do what I
seven.
say, then I'm going to beat your ass, or I'm going to kill you, or something like
He
that.
also doesn't
That's
believe
called coercion. Yes,
where
that
are
is
you
always
reading your seven deadly
objectively
sins from?
moral.
That would have
Where
been
did you
cool
get
in the
this
movie.
guy?
They should have had that one in the movie. That would have been cool.
That was a good movie with the box in the head.
And I don't
What's in
care
the
about
box?
your local government. I don't
What's in
care
the
about
box?
your state
Who
government.
brought
I don't
government
care about
into
what
this?
you think is right and wrong. I'm talking about what's objective, right and wrong. I don't want to hear your opinions and your made up scenarios.
I want to hear
The
his
fact
opinion.
is what's true. What is the truth?
Mind a
Okay,
couple-
The
so,
events
so
that
basically
happened in
what
the
you're
past
saying is this is what I
and
think,
what
and
is
that's
happening
all
right
that
now
matters.
is
What
the
anybody
truth.
else thinks doesn't matter, because I'm right.
Well, there's
Even though
you can build a logical case for that
Uh-oh.
because if you consider things that are immoral violations of your free will or other people's free will, I mean, because
That's
like,
if you believe that free will
it's
exists in the
negative.
first
It's
place.
okay. You're overthinking it. You're annoying.
I
as
just
fuck.
want to be an asshole on that one.
I-5 already makes me want to find him and drive there. Nobody can agree on what positive rights we want, right? Like healthcare is a right or things like we can't all agree on what we want provided to us, but everybody can agree they don't want anything imposed on them against their will. So that's really the maximum right everybody universally can agree with.
Except for Democrats with COVID.
Yes, I agree with that. Just like
Except
me,
for
like
this
me and
panel.
Flow
I
State
mean, by-
and everyone on the panel.
I
I mean,
know,
some
I'm
of
just-
you
By
may have been
definition,
Don't mind.
brainwashed.
if
Don't
you
mind.
want your free will violated, it's not
Nobody
being
agreed to
violated.
taxes.
That's a good
I don't
point.
consent
That
to
is a very
taxes.
good point.
The government
Just
that
follow
steals
the
it from me
golden
without my
rule.
consent.
I
doesn't
agree
do
with
me
that.
no
Others
good. And I
as
want
you
my
have
money
done
back
to
so I
you.
can donate it to causes that actually, like, I want to donate my money to St. Jude.
I'll agree with Rocky.
Why are
on
you
that
still
one.
talking, MC?
He just I don't think he wants to have anything to do with the conversation. He just
No.
wants to talk.
No,
So
I'm
what?
listening.
So
to you and
GS,
providing
what are you thinking,
commentary
GS?
about
I know
what I think
what-
about the situation.
All right, and that's fair.
got it, bro.
GS, what are you
Calm down.
thinking, GS?
GS has been
Oh,
surprisingly quiet for a while.
He been thinking, so I'm giving you the floor.
I've been thinking we got 30 minutes according to what Based usually does. So if we want
Based.
to,
Oh shit!
if we
Crunch
want to talk
time.
like retards.
So
in
does
high
anybody?
school and-
That's the fun
Can I
thing
finish
to
the
do,
thought?
though, isn't it?
Does anybody think that they have moral superiority here? Does anybody believe in the divine
Fuck
right of
state and
politics?
based work.
No,
Fuck
you're
That a
state
all
and
politician
based
can
work.
write a law
Okay,
and hit
I vote for losing MC
with
Nemesis.
I vote
guns
for
that
MC
obey the
Nemesis to
orders
shut
are
the fuck
correct?
up and let General finish talking.
No, y'all are all supposed to do what I say, and if we're not doing that, we're gonna have to vote. We got to vote. See?
Yeah, I'm
You
voting for
goddamn right. You're
Caucasian.
going to do what God wants you to do, where He's going to punish you, you little
I find the
fuck
blue
boy.
waters very
You
soothing.
think you have a
Fuck boy.
goddamn choice? Do you honestly believe you have a do you honestly believe you can put on a uniform and a badge, call yourself a military or a
What is
fucking
happening
cop,
now?
and go around and assault and kidnap
The
and
shadow
kill
people are talking.
He's
Do you
now-
gentlemen.
honestly believe
he's-
that that's okay?
Who
Because let
is
me
he
tell you
talking
something, buddy.
to?
The cops had badges. The
Okay,
cops
who's in
had
this
guns.
room that
the
I don't
cops
see?
I mean, the Nazis. The
One,
Nazis
two,
had
three,
guns. The
Can we at
Nazis
least
had
turn the
uniforms.
volume
They were
way
just
down?
following orders. You better get your goddamn facts straight.
yeah,
Get your
yeah,
fucking
we
head
could,
out of your
I
ass.
see 8
You
people in
don't
this
have
room,
the answers.
and
God
I don't
does.
think
He already
any one
made
of
them.
these 8 people.
MC Nemesis, will you tell us the
Brought
story
up
about that
anything
time
to
you
do
went to
with
prison
this?
for beating up chicks?
What?
I got him
Who is
quiet.
this guy?
All right. So
Is that a real
anyways,
story?
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It got him quiet. So, so Dave, would you say the logic and reason have won out this debate, and that we all?
I have
agree
no
on
idea
morality?
at this point. I am totally lost.
You're
I
on
think it's
planet
smart.
Earth.
MC Nemesis has broke my brain.
Okay, you're on planet Earth, and the 2 gentlemen in the room said that logic and reason will compel us all to the objective truth, that we all agree that morality is objective. Do you agree, Imp Dave?
One more time.
Okay.
He wasn't listening. Nobody's
Okay.
It's a
listening.
lot
agree.
of it's too
One more
many
time.
words.
Dave.
He had
Explain something
PTSD
very
from MC
small.
Nemesis.
I
He had
do.
PTSD.
I
All right,
literally
all right.
do.
Dave.
Fair.
There are people in this room that believe
Yes.
through logic and reason we will all agree on the objective truth of morality.
Who said that?
Except that you're using the
You
word
did,
objective.
State, you
Here,
fucking idiot.
I'll rephrase
And
what you're
Based
trying to say.
Oracle also said that. There's two people.
I'll rephrase what you're saying in a different way to make
Okay,
it to prove
Sure.
subjectivity.
Go ahead.
If everyone in the room agrees that something is moral, it is moral. Therefore, it's subjective.
No,
everybody agrees
if everyone agrees one day that child pornography is okay, it doesn't make it right.
Did we just
It would make it moral at that point, just like in other countries.
It would not. That's called moral relativism. You cannot create a right. You cannot make something.
I hate most
moral.
of you guys. You know that, right?
But not
me. I think you're confusing. I think you're confusing.
We are all under natural law. The
You're
laws that they
confusing-
make up. Like in California, you can't own a gun. I live in North Carolina. You can own a gun. The laws don't mean
Listen, laws don't make morality.
Moral relativism. They don't mean anything.
What was the question?
I was asking if like with the setup, like the uniform that we both got going on.
Oh, nice heart.
Does this make me hate? Is this why I'm hating people more today? Is this an effect of the?
Because you look like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like I hate people more today than I normally
look
do.
like
get a
me?
hat.
Is that why?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I think it's your natural
the angle,
self. You're
too.
letting out more. Yeah.
You got the
Now,
angle going.
you got a
too.
pretty right. It's like the totalitarian angle, right? Like you gonna come in and grape and pillage type of shit.
I would grape IFI, and I'm not even gay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would do
Have
it
to
just
pay
to
for
hurt
it?
him. I would hurt myself to hurt you, IFI.
Just to offend you.
$20 is $20, right? I mean, you know.
But that's objectively wrong, right, Flo?
I don't
think
care.
correct.
I just it proves my point. I can
back
know
to
it's
the
wrong
morals.
and still be okay with it.
Can I convince you with some logic?
Well, see, if you go against natural law, if you break the goddamn law, God's going to punish you.
Shut up.
So
And
don't break the goddamn law, people.
Also, stop saying GD. That's blasphemy. So go
No,
easy on
words
your
don't-
language there, brother.
It's about what you do, not about what you say.
Actually, that's one that you say. So please refrain from the blasphemy. But anyways,
You see how you're
so
trying to
do
censor
you
my
see,
speech?
Flo? There is objective
I'd
morality.
just
but some
rather you
people
not use your
ethics
Lord's
get in the
name
way.
in vain.
Their feelings and their subjective.
I mean,
ethics
people
get in the way.
think I'm wrong. You guys think I'm wrong. You think you're
Yes,
fucking
we do.
better than me. That you actually
Oh,
have
no,
a better
I'm also
set
wrong.
of principles than me. I have what you call the non-aggression principle. Let's talk about that.
Oh, really?
Why are you so aggressive?
Yeah, why is it such an aggressive,
I
non-aggressive?
like
called
the
the
background,
non-aggressive.
Caucasian. It's really
It
calming me
means
down
I
right
don't
now. It's,
fuck with
Is it
you.
Pride
I
Month
don't come
again
on your
already?
property starting shit. You don't
Yes.
come on my property starting shit.
It's all month.
Oh man, that's why they're all out.
a whole month.
Now, does everybody understand that? Don't be aggressive towards people.
I
be-
I don't care. I do
I've
not
literally
care
blocked
if a
empty nemesis
politician
out of my brain.
If a
so-
politician told you to
if he
be
says
aggressive
anything,
towards
I'm not
people,
hearing
it
it.
does not make it okay. If a
Well, wait a
politician
minute.
gives you a uniform and a badge and a payday, it does not give you
Well, hold
special
on.
brought
privileges.
cops and military into
MC.
this, though.
MC,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
there's
I'm
only
gonna
a
have to go
couple of
back in time.
CIs
You
and maybe
cannot
a narco,
delegate
but
right.
that's all.
I'm
You
gonna
cannot
I'm
delegate
gonna have to go
rights
back
that you
in
don't
time,
have.
and I'm gonna have to talk to my my daughter's like cheerleading coach because she used to say be aggressive, be aggressive. Be. So according to you, I should go back and have
True.
words with that woman and rectify that because that would be a transgression against your NAP, right?
She was
According to
teaching-
me.
she was
Or
teaching
was
your
it
daughter.
your,
no.
was it, what is it,
poorly.
was
Not
it your
according to me.
WAP?
According to the natural law, plays forward. Okay, like
Is it
if
NAP
you
or
if you
what?
slap
could
me in
only
the face,
speak in
I'm
rap
gonna
from
slap
now
you in
on
the
for the rest of the day, that'd be great.
Do you understand?
Iambic
Is
pentameter.
that simple, Caucasian Sasquatch? If I slap a fucking shit out of you, you have a right to slap me back.
Threaten me with a good
Tag
time.
on
And
that
it
flag.
doesn't matter if I slap the shit on you and I'm a cop. If I slap the shit out of you, does it make it right? No.
What's your fixation on being a cop? Why
I
is
don't know.
What if a
Nobody's
politician
talking about cops.
told me to slap you if I was a cop?
Hey
What's your
Nemesis.
fixation on slapping me anyway?
Hey Nemesis. Is corporal punishment moral or not?
Because you look like you'd be the most likely to slap him back if he hit you.
You might be right there.
I would go with Rocky. I think Rocky would probably.
Yeah, Rocky fuck him up.
I would.
Hey,
I
Nemesis.
think Rocky's the last one I'd slap.
Hey Nemesis. Is
I agree
the
with that.
aggression of
'Cause
corporal
Rocky wouldn't
punishment
just
on
slap
your
you back.
children moral or not?
Rocky would
Oh,
slap
no
you
one
hard
would.
as
Like,
fuck.
Everyone's scared of me on YouTube. I challenge people to a fight all day.
Nobody's
They
scared of
won't
you.
fight
Everyone
me.
thinks
They're
you're
scared
weird
of
and
me.
goofy.
Why would you?
I'm 6'350". I'm out of
350?
shape currently. I mean, I
Me too,
work
let's
out
fight.
sometimes. You know, I'm working
Diabetes?
about 2 or 3 times a week. If you
Yeah,
want
did
to
you eat
fucking
too much
fight
honey
me, all
buns
we
when you
have
were
to
in
do is
prison?
meet
Actually,
up at a
I
local
dropped
gym
under
and box.
300, but you know, I'll still go.
I mean,
said
I'm not scared of no
350?
one. I mean, I think that, you know, if I lose, I lose, but I got to do it legal. I'm not going to street fight you.
That's why one day I want to box based Oracle because he's gonna beat my ass, but I think it'd be
Bruh.
fun.
I would rather.
yeah,
It's
we
gonna
could
be
do
fun.
it. We could do it.
I'm working on getting
You
down
want
to your
spar?
weight. Don't worry, give me some time.
Yeah. I'll
What's
go
my
for-
weight?
I have no
But
idea. But
Flo,
I'm
the
assuming
reason that
about
Jack doesn't
180
like
at
me is
most.
because Jack believes
right,
in
at
government,
most.
and I told him that
Yeah.
government was bullshit, and he gets mad at me.
So I got a lot of work.
I agree with you, not Jack, in that paradigm.
Well, it depends how tall you are. I don't know. I'm
Well, I'm
assuming about 6'2".
extra medium, Dave. I'm 5'9", 170-ish.
Oh,
I think
shit.
Which-
that's
Oh,
medium
you
Sadly,
get
small. I don't know
destroyed,
if
dude.
that's
It's
Trust
tall
me, you
for
don't
a
stand a
YouTuber.
chance.
Extra medium.
Okay.
Do you
I thought
tell
you were
people that
taller.
you're
I
6
just
foot?
assumed you were.
No.
No.
Why would I tell people I'm 6 foot?
I am
I'm 6
foot.
feet tall, 350 pounds.
You're
Good girl.
350 at 6 foot? You're
I was-
3
I
don't know,
inches
maybe.
taller
No, I
and
was-
double my weight.
I
That's
was 400 at
crazy.
6 foot.
Damn.
Dave,
Somebody's
Touch
dog's
grass.
trying to eat somebody.
I do. I touch grass all the time. That's why I haven't been online the past week.
good job. I'm proud
Yo,
of you.
who
been
got
everywhere.
Who's
a
dog fighting down there, Nemesis?
who got a
Background.
like a hog
It's
in the
Nemesis.
background?
I got a new job, a new
Oh, sorry,
car.
that's
I've
my
been busy
dog.
this week.
Damn. What kind of car?
It's old. It's a 2013 Nissan Sentra.
Okay.
That's my
Hey,
favorite car.
I love it.
Yeah, no, I got a 2002 Nissan Xterra. Every time I get in it and drop off, it gives me a hard on. I love
Yo,
it.
this hog fight in the background is
I have
wild.
no
Like,
idea.
who is winning?
I think MC Nemesis is fighting his dog and losing.
Hey,
I
look,
have
look.
two,
MC
healers
Nemesis,
who
your
wrestle.
dogs are annoying.
Yeah, so look, I never like to just randomly end a stream or anything
You
weird like
bullshit.
that.
Say the truth is dangerous. They try to keep it concealed. I'm a voice for the people, dissecting investments of your ego, exposing the shields, uncovering the schemes. Knowledge is power, corruption of education is a theme. Baseball, here to save you.